We brought the sound that shook the ground. There is a meaning buried within the sound. We brought the sound that shook the ground. There is a meaning. We brought the sound.
Happy Tuesday, everybody! Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the Night Attack Preshow. I am Bryce Castillo, your navigator for the Preshow here on the Night Attack Show, because it's Tuesday night, and that means it's the night for Night Attack. Oh, ready to do this thing. Feeling real good. We got a good show for you. First off, so I get this on the YouTube right up front, nightattack.tv/tour is what I believe the URL is. Get those tickets for San Diego. Get those tickets for Los Angeles. June 9th, June 10th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. Why don't you come see us? Hi, everybody. Can I get a hi in the chat room? I want to see hi. I want everybody to say hi to me. Hello, everybody. We got a good game today. We are going to be playing Say Bot. We got in a great little tool toy from another J Martin, and I think we'll end up not doing. So he sent in a link and he prepared a few questions for us, and it turned out on the tool that he used, they had added another tool, which I liked even better, and so I think we're gonna do the game tonight using that other tool, and then we'll play some of his questions that he made in the after show. There's a little bit of outtakes. Oh, Mike TV live with his raid. Hi, Mike TV. What did they say now? Mike TV is fucking unstoppable. That's true. I've heard that. I've heard that about him. I've heard that he is unstoppable. Thank you so much, Mike TV. Everybody who came over from Mike TV stream. Everybody check out Mike TV. He's doing, he does a bunch of songs all the time on Twitch. He's got sound effects and stuff. It's a real fun time. Go check him out. Mike TV Live. Thank you, Mike. So we're going to be playing Say Bot. Thank you for everyone who helped out. It was funny. I had looked for the game like this morning when I woke up, and I saw it in. I liked it, but I kind of didn't know what we would do for it, and what happened after was, so I put it in the Discord. I was like, hey, check it out. Let's see what's going on. I sent it out to everyone. Hey, give us a look-see doodle. Give us a little, help us out, add some questions and stuff. And it was like, not long after, like a few minutes after, I was like, oh no, now I know exactly how I want to do the game, and it's not how I told everyone. And I didn't want to be like, oh, everyone stop and do it different. No, we need to change. So, thank you everybody who submitted for both types of games. We'll try to do a little bit of it. I believe there will probably be at least a little bit of a pup date. Probably a little bit of one, right? But I don't know how much has happened. I think a lot of it is just like, oh yeah, we're getting finances and stuff, and we're trying to talk to the banks and the IRS. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and I think there's a time limit on all that stuff. So I don't think there are any big updates, but thank you everybody who submitted stuff in that puppy doc. We put the link in the show notes for last week, so I bet there's a bunch more in there. And I think someone made a channel in the Discord. I haven't looked at it. I saw it got made after last night's show, during last night's show. And then I think I muted. There's so much going on. I mute a lot of channels. Oh, maybe not. Where'd it go? Oh, maybe it got. Oh no, there it is, right at the top. It's right at the top. That's the thing. Yeah, bunch of suggestions, bunch of stuff. Very cool. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, I don't know that. I don't exactly know. Debbie Scottis, if we ever have a time frame as to when this will happen, I'm seriously considering being there for the opening, if I can absolutely muster it. Yeah, I mean, I think it will be. I think what has been talked about will be some sort of like grand opening in about a year, because right now it's a lot of empty land and a dilapidated house, and you could do a lot just on the land that it is now. But I think part of the idea is to have it at least somewhat built out for that opening, so people can come in and kind of get a look at what the plan is, the ideas. So now they're calling me Mute Gingrich over here. Come on now. There are too many channels. I don't need to know when the Crypto Coin Boys have refreshed their API tokens and when there are new Hearthstone cards or what else is in here that I know? The sports are happening. I don't need it. I don't need to know. And I'm sure most of you guys don't. I'm sure most of you guys also use them. Mute Gingrich, the running mate of Cocaine Mike, says you're Planeswalker. That's good. That's good. That's actually good. WJ says Avengers 4 will be out about that time. Sounds like a good time to assemble. Yeah. W. Scottis, those of you guys in Austin are lucky because you'll be able to see it early. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure we'll try to start doing shoots, like Modern Rogue shoots, in that space as soon as we can. Because I think we also have lease stuff going on with the warehouse now. But I don't know that we'll have like a space. And one of the big plans, and now we're just talking about the puppy more. But I think one of the plans would be to have a set that could function like a Scam School set. And so people would come out, get friends, have guests, and I think part of it is we would lose the ability to have like random people show up and use random people from the bar. But it would also mean we could get there anytime and go as long as we want and not have to deal with noise, junk. Whoa. So yeah, that's that'll be a thing. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of bring my expectations, keeping the expectations. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Hando Tadpole asks, Bryce, what game are you looking forward to? What am I looking forward to? Because I actually just finished. What did I just finish? I just finished Picross S, which had been my like that was my kind of go-to game after I beat South Park. And I'm kind of feeling that with Stardew Valley, but I do think I'd like a big game to sink my teeth into. And I don't know whether that's going to be like Yakuza 6, which I don't know if I'm still recovered yet from Yakuza 0. Or God of War looks okay. God of War looks really good, rather. But I don't know. I have a complicated. I don't know. I think it's a good game, but I don't know if the constant hearing the word boy constantly is going to be my jam. Yeah, I don't know. Sandwich Rat said he just finished Data Boy the other day. Yeah. Burning Scam. Okay. That's a little show focus. That's the only thing. Burning Scam is a little. I feel like we'd want it to be a little more agnostic. I don't know. This is my first thought. But for games, Detroit Become Human is coming out in like a couple weeks. I played the demo. I played the Detroit Become Human demo 2 weeks ago, right when it came out. And it's all right, and I love that at least in the demo, I don't know if they did this in the real game, they showed you the tree of all the things you can do, the conditions that you can set. Though that tree didn't exactly make sense, but I'm sure it's still going to be a bad game. And I'm sure I will buy it at some point. Maybe not new, but I'm sure I will buy it because I've bought every David Cage game, and they're all bad. And I've played them all, and they're all bad. So nothing's going to be different. So I don't know. Spider-Bite is asking if I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm trying to talk to you guys here. Level 80 Night Elf Hunter says, I've been listening for a year now. This is the first time I'm catching the stream. Bryce is chatting up is the most delightful thing I ever knew. Oh, thank you, Level 80. Thank you. So I don't know what games, what other games are coming out that you guys are excited about? Because I'm almost tempted to just like really get in a Mario Kart or something. I don't know. A Chirality says David Cage games all need the mandatory female character shower scene and almost rape scene. Blurg. That is true. That's what those games are about. Those are things that they work into these games, which is a bummer. Because here's the thing. Okay. The David Cage games have good concepts, right? The idea that you become possessed and you have to cover up your murders, but you also play the investigator, so you have to like kind of catch what you didn't catch. And that's kind of a weird thing, but it's a neat concept. Or Heavy Rain. Oh, there's a serial killer, and you're playing with 4 different people, and you gotta find the serial killer, and you're running out of time. And the time is tied to the weather. That's cool. The idea. Okay, robots. Play an artificial. Play in a world where there are artificial intelligence and they're being abused. Great concept. I don't want the execution is on those games is the problem. It's not that they're not difficult, though they aren't. It's just that they aren't like this big. He says, this big immersive experience where when you flick the stick, a hand goes and you flick the card. You're not. That's not. Plus, also, just the writing's not very good. Hey, sorry about it. The writing's not good. You never got the writing down. And it also just never felt. It felt very. It felt like what someone thought like a Hollywood movie. The way it felt like a lot of stuff was written and constructed in a way they're like, oh, this is how Hollywood cuts corners. So this is how we'll cut corners. So Captain of Outer Space says, I've never heard of David Cage. David Cage is the writer and director, like the point man from Quantic Dream, which made Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, and the new Detroit Become Human. Hot Beverages says, be careful what you say, David Cage might sue you. Well, I'd like to see him sue this dick. It's just not set. It just doesn't feel human. You play Heavy Rain, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm in a house, and I got kids, and I got a wife. But then you go outside, and it's like, oh, this almost is a cul-de-sac, but it's definitely not. It's just like an enclosed circular road, or like set piece stuff, writing stuff. It's just not there. It's just not all the way. That's frustrating, because I think the engine's good. I think you can tell really great stories in this engine. I think you can tell really great stories with the motion and the joystick and the holding buttons and stuff. I think all that's good, and I like a good investigation game. I like a good murder mystery, but boy, howdy. Akirali says, so in Indigo Prophecy, the first game is starts with you covering a murder you did while you were possessed, and then 10 hours later your character is doing air kung fu and wrestling a helicopter to save humanity. Now you might read that comment from Akirality and think, oh, that's a funny joke. No, Akirality has got it pretty much on the nose. which is so bizarre. It turns into like an apocalypse game, and a woman fucks a ghost. A woman fucks a ghost, and that's the thing. Like, okay, I like when stories ramp up in scale, right? So it's like, oh, okay, well, first it's about me, then it's about the people around me, then it's about the city I'm in, and then it's about the entire world. Totally love it. Y'all, she fucks that ghost. There's a whole scene where this chick just fucks a ghost. She's just like, hey, we're gonna die, and somehow I can see you, and I guess touch that dick, so we're gonna bone down now. And it's like, what are you even talking about? You're gonna die! And you're fucking a ghost! You can't fuck a ghost! You can't just fuck a ghost. She did quit the next day. I don't know, man. So, I'm super critical of David Cage's work, but I also end up playing all of these games, and I think that gives me at least the credo to just fucking dump on these games, which are all bad and poorly written, and yeah, I don't know. Sammy Trad said David Cage games are, quote, made for TV sci-fi movies that only play at 2 a.m. of games. Fun ideas, poorly done, super weird by the end. Yeah, that's it. Like, to like further the Tommy Wiseau metaphor, I have had multiple get-togethers centered around making a drinking game out of Heavy Rain, and we take turns, and it's just nutso. Also, just the voice work. Heavy Rain. Okay, I can say here's how you fix the voice work in Heavy Rain, and I don't think that this is being Frenchist, but if you play that game with the French voiceover, you will at least ignore the very bad American voice acting. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's go see before the guys get on. Let's go take a look at what the belt that Fake Coin is for the night. All right, so this is at belt.facco.in, May 15th. Talking Heads. The belt will go to the last person that sings a song or raps. I.e., every time Justin, every time he starts a bit, Justin doesn't start bits with songs. You gotta think like a sports book sign. You can't just say jokes like this. I think he may win the belt, but who knows? Maybe Brian will be drunk enough to belt it out. Well, there you go. Check that out. The belt bet. We'll see who sings last. Detroit. I don't know what I'm gonna do about Detroit though. So I think I'm gonna play it. There are a good amount of things that I liked in that demo. The fact that it was timed in some regards, the fact that at least that demo was set up to play it multiple times, to see various different things, that it didn't seem like there was any one solution, any one right answer, but I don't know. So anyway, what other games are going on? Petey Grave also makes a very good point that I have just not brought up because it had become so, like, I've accepted so much of it. He says, this is why people were mad about Detroit having abuse storylines. Nobody trusts David Cage to have tact to treat that kind of plot right. Yeah, there are domestic violence abuse storylines in Detroit, not to mention a not subtle at all parallel from the AUGs in the game, the Android artificial intelligence people, paralleling the real world Black Lives Matter, to the fact that there is key art of Detroit Become Human, where people are protesting with signs that say AUGs lives matter or something like that. Oh, like it wasn't like, even though AUG lives matter would have been the most clever, direct, immediate parallel, they still didn't even go with that. Anyway, yeah. Mechaholic said, I've been playing Battletech. Okay, so that's the big mech game, right? Where you are piloting some sort of Gundam shit. Oh, hey, look at that. Wait, hold on, it's a sabotage. Justin Robert Young, how's it going, man?
Oh, and just living the dream out here in Oakland, California.
Oh yeah, get your white picket fence out. Your American Pie.
Yeah, both. They
Nice.
well, you have to have the fence.
You gotta
first.
have it.
Elsewise, how are you going to make the pie?
Yeah. Well, it used to be in America that you could only vote if you had a white picket fence.
Yeah, that was true. The source of the picket riots of 1855, the non-fencers, or groundies as they were called derisively,
Yeah.
rebelled.
The what?
We're
We're just talking American history. A lot of people come to the pre-show for videos and
Chat,
video game
warm up.
talk, right?
They want to feel like they're showing up at the gig and they're watching the band set up.
See, not many people show up for American history, but we're going to change that.
yeah. We might call it American History Gen X.
That's it. Yeah. It's
Or not.
It's basically American
I see
History
what you
X,
did.
but with slap bracelets.
That's right. Slap bracelets are back, baby.
Yeah. Oh wait, are they?
Probably.
Anyways, they never left.
Yeah.
There was a thing. We looked into those for the show for merch ideas for the live shows, but we weren't able to find any good priced ones. And also, it's what do you price a slap bracelet?
$20.
Is that it?
Yeah. You price it on scarcity. There'll never be another one.
Oh shit! Actually, here I do have some merch I can show you guys.
Oh. Ooh, I'd love to see it. Probably some samples. Hi, Brian.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm fine. I'm not stressed. You're stressed. Everything, your face is stressed.
Oh.
It's easy. Buying property's easy. It's easy.
I've heard that.
Super simple.
That's why it's
Super simple, linear, makes sense. There's no surprises.
Yep.
And emotionally requires very little effort.
All right, what do you got, Justin?
Well, we got a big sticker here. The two die cut stickers came in today.
Big stick.
Ooh. Talk loudly and carry a big sticker. Oh, look at that. A spike.
Yes!
AIM. I love it.
The Brian AIM.
Sorry, my attorney called about the use of my likeness.
You're selling it.
No.
Yeah, you're getting paid for it.
Okay. He called to say good job. No, he called because AOL apparently still a thing.
Yes.
And then
Apparently relatively profitable, I believe.
are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they got bought, right?
No, they bought Time Warner.
Yeah.
AOL. Well,
AOL.
back in the 90s, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that's
so-
just it. But I mean they didn't lose it. Like AOL is the company that bought Time Warner. A friend of mine is an executive at Warner Brothers.
His name
and
is Fred Warner.
And he was complaining. He's like, yeah, we all miss Outlook now that we all have to use AIM and AOL Messenger or not AOL Messenger, whatever their email program was.
EOL.
EOL.
They didn't unmerge, didn't they? Unmerge?
No, what they did is they just swapped the labels.
Yeah.
Basically, AOL definitely bought Time Warner. And then
Yes.
as the AOL part clearly was the less valuable of them, they just changed the name back to Time Warner while secretly still being owned by AOL.
Oh, and-
AOL full on bought Time Warner.
And then Verizon bought AOL and Yahoo. Recently.
Oh, really?
That's what Oath is.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what I was trying to figure out what the oath part was.
But they still do dial-up. What I heard last year was that they have a profitable but small dial-up business. So,
Well, here's the other sticker.
oh yes,
Weird.
Pixel Diamond. That's great.
That's good.
That's
Diamond
really
that
good.
came up. This will also, the outline of this will be the logo on the fanny pack. We're doing fanny packs.
Ooh, fanny packs. I'm excited for fanny packs.
JC Calhoun is saying Time Warner and AOL split up like a decade ago. That's not how it works. When one entity buys the other entity, they may spin off the brand as its own independent thing, but the fish that ate the smaller fish is still the big fish.
Well,
like
AOL
that's the
got
entirety of everything.
Spun off is what people are saying.
Well, yeah. The brand did, and
Yeah,
they
and then
they-
Verizon bought
right,
the
but
brand.
that doesn't mean that they like got married and it didn't work out and AOL left. Like
I
AOL
don't think any.
ate gobbled up Time Warner, and then
Sure.
they pooped out a side baby called AOL. That's biological terms for you.
Yeah, that's the good thing about that metaphor is that it also
Yeah.
works as a good
But that
explanation.
was
of,
it was the spun off
Damn it.
AOL that bought.
Sorry about this. I'm gonna have to climb up in the attic and restart the AC.
Fun. Oh, fun. Okay. Okay, we'll see you in a few.
All right.
Dude, the stickers look good. We need a jury sticker. Are those the only? Are there gonna be more?
Oh no, more coming.
Oh, good.
More coming. There's a jury parody, a logo parody sticker that I think people will find really funny. I don't want to spoil the joke until
Until
we're a little bit closer. But the other question, I actually kind of wondered whether or not, while we're still in the window where I could order more, I almost wondered whether or not we should do pre-sales / buy the merch for the shows before
then-
the shows, so that way we could order more, or we
Oh.
could pre-buy.
I think it's probably like if we have a way to handle that, like that's probably a good idea, at least so we get an idea.
I mean, really,
of
the
what-
only thing would be like if we like did it tonight, right? Then and we sold 50 of them, then we're pretty much out because I did pretty short runs for these.
Yeah.
We're like out of these.
Mhm.
So I've now revealed the scarcity. Ignore me when I lie to you and tell you that they're almost gone.
This is how supply and demand works. You tell people your demand so that they know how to control the supply. Or no, your supply, and they control the demand. Yeah, I don't know. You have all the cards, everybody.
But at the same time, you wouldn't want to like sell out of, you know, a bunch, if not all of them, like immediately.
Yeah.
Specifically, we sell more for the San Diego show. I don't know.
And there's not enough for the last. Yeah, no, that's.
So who knows? There's a possibility that we might put up at least a sticker pack, merch wise, up beforehand, so you can pre-buy either at the show or yada yada yada.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah. No. We're getting closer. We definitely need to like actually work out stuff.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that stuff last week, but we definitely said we'll come back to this. But I think we had good ideas.
Yeah.
I don't think we're short of good ideas.
Gentleman Top Hat, Jerry, what upcoming games are you looking forward to playing? I'm actually really, really psyched to play this game, Hearthstone. I think
Now, what
it's
is
something
that?
I'm gonna get into. It's a robust card battler, as I
Oh.
always read on the iTunes description of it.
A robust
Blizzard's first mobile game is a robust card battler.
card.
Somebody fucking look up. Let me see. Tell me if I nailed that out of memory. That Blizzard's first mobile game is a robust card battler.
Hearthstone, wonderfully robust card battler. First try, wonderfully robust card battler. Top 10 best card. I mean, I guess you have to call it a card battler.
Maybe card battler is a real genre.
Yeah, I think
Was
you.
it invented by that one guy who wrote the iTunes review?
I mean, I think you have to call it a card battler because there are so many games now that have a card mechanic that are not battlers.
Well, I think also there's the preferred kind of nomenclature up to that was tradable card game.
Yeah, TCG.
And and so that's not really, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
But you can't really, there's no mechanic to be like,
to trade.
oh, Bryce, I'd like to trade with you these cards. So
Yeah.
I think card battler makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. No TCG. You couldn't call it a CCG. I kept thinking CCG was competitive card game, but that's collectible card. Interesting. Yeah, I'd never. Card battler. Weird. I never, like, that makes sense. I just never heard those words used that way.
Neither did I and that's why it stuck with me in my head to the point where I just blurted it out as if you had bonked me on the knee. That's a reflex.
Oh, card battler.
Well, robust card battler. But first mobile game was a robust card battler. Bryce, I don't know, and maybe I'll wait till Brian gets here
Okay.
to decide something.
Hmm.
I have here with me, and I will now hold up for those at home,
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
2 DVDs.
Are those?
These are DVDs of live performances from my sketch troupe in college. I watched.
I
some
love
of
the
this-
Walgreens. You can see the Walgreens logo. I know you're trying to hide it. I can see the Walgreens logo.
No. I was not trying. I got it at Walgreens. I probably could have done it online. I realized once I got to Walgreens, because I was just like, all right, who just? It was on VHS tapes.
Oh yeah.
So I initially started just looking. I actually went to a thrift store to go get a VCR, so I could just buy a VCR for $5 and just ingest it on the computer.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have a VCR, and right across the street was a Walgreens. I'm like, oh, let me just walk over to the Walgreens, see what they price it at. And of course, by the time that I got to the thing and I entered in all my information, it's like it'll be $70, and I'm like, well, whatever. I'm done thinking about this.
Yeah.
I'll just give them the things. I haven't even looked, but I'm sure as soon as they did it, and they're like, yeah, we got to send it away. And I'm like, God damn it. I know that I could probably on my phone
Do
be
it
like,
quicker than.
stay, $5 a tape. Like, we'll send you a golden chariot.
Okay, so Brian's back. So
So we found out why the AC wasn't running.
it's nice and cool in here now.
Yeah, well, it's getting cooler, right?
Yeah. There was a raccoon eating up all of the cold air.
We walk in, he's got giant puffed out cheeks and his eyes are glowing red. He's like, come at me, bro. So it turns out, because the frustrating thing is like we would be turning it on and then the thermostat would go click and just shut itself off. And we're like, what the heck? And it turns out that there's a drainage pipe in high humidity areas. And if that pipe is not clean, it fills up. And there's a little gizmo at the top of the drainage pipe that when the water gets all the way up, it trips a trigger so that it doesn't overflow and start like raining water onto your sheetrock or whatever.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's great. We got the pipes cleaned and all that stuff. And we learned, oh, that's what it was. $150 well spent.
Sure.
And then now it's happening again after they cleaned the pipes. So I guess they didn't clean it enough. But so not knowing how to clean drainage pipes and lacking the tools, what I did was the next best thing, which is I ran downstairs and got the Pruno bucket and a length of the human crazy straw.
Okay.
And so I run upstairs and then luckily I had the guy point out to me where the trigger is.
Yeah.
And I take that off, and the moment I lift it up, it immediately kicks on. Like it's just like, okay, back to work. No, we're not overflowing. So I'm like, clearly this is it. So I need to extract all the clogged water from the pipe. So I stick in the human crazy straw, and I'm going.
Sure. You're siphoning it.
Yeah, and you think you're really clever, and then you taste the water, and you're like, oh, this is
I'm less clever than I thought. The
Yeah.
science is in.
I hope this is diet Freon.
exactly. And then you you take it out and you spit it out into the Pruno bucket, right? And you go.
Oh wait, so you were treating it like a big straw. You weren't
Yes.
trying to make a flow.
Well, originally I looked for a turkey baster, and then I couldn't find it. Apparently, we don't baste turkeys in
Yeah.
the Brushwood household,
Turns
right?
out.
And so then, lacking a turkey baster, I was like, well, we got tubing, and so I grabbed the tubing, and then
Here we
that's
are.
what I just did for the third time today.
Third time? Oh, wow.
You
brush your teeth, right?
I
Probably
will.
should.
I will.
Okay.
Get a little, kill it with alcohol. It'll be
S-
fine.
So Justin was telling us that he found a VHS of his old sketch troupe, of a performance from his sketch troupe, went to Walgreens, got him converted to DVD,
Oh my god.
and now he has a question for us.
Yeah.
What do
You
we
wa-
do with it?
You watched him, right?
I watched a little bit of it.
Do we
You
want
should
to
watch all of it?
Can we do
So here's what I would say.
pay-per-view special?
Just have this because there is a game that we can play. This can be the new Flaming Shot video. Where because I've noticed something about my collegiate self.
Oh,
A little bit racist.
No, that was my stand-up. This is my sketch. Although I did remember doing. There was one sketch that I was particularly interested in going back to see, knowing that times have changed between 2004 and 2018. There was a sketch that I remember doing. Many of these I do not remember at all. Like having watched them, I have no memory of them.
Isn't that weird to encounter? Like, well, I assume that's me, but I guess this is a spawned second copy of myself.
Yeah. And also, so here's where I would say, having watched a few of them, I could cut them up and give them to Bryce in YouTube form.
Yeah.
And you guys could play a game. It'd be Bryce and Brian of whether or not, much like the Flaming Shot Fails, I am either doing a totally unnecessary accent, being the first person to yell, because very oftentimes, even in where I'm supposed to be the calm, straight person, I'm screaming. Or, and this was the most shocking, the level of body confidence I apparently had in my early 20s. Nobody else is pulling their nips out on a very consistent basis in this comedy troupe. I am apparently finding every possible reason to pull my nips out on stage.
Okay, two things. But before we decide this, what do you think of at the LA show? Because that is, of the two shows, the one that will have the bigger opportunity for a brand new audience.
Yeah.
Do you think our audience would mind it if we pulled out and made just a straight up segment of the Flaming Shot Fails game? I feel like that would play really well to people who are unfamiliar with our stuff. Like that feels like an outward facing comedy bit that we could do that is very organic and will get everybody in.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I guess it fits the
best of the worst of the internet, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Toilet Bug says, please. Yes. That's good. Fine. That's a good time. Yeah. I think of the two, it feels like LA will be the outward facing show and, San Diego will be the,
Will we have a video system?
what's
for
the
any of those?
opposite of outward, Justin?
It's their word, Brian.
Okay. Whatever the
Ridiculous.
opposite of outward is.
Oh, so weird. Oh, such a weird punchline. Do you know that we'll have a video system to show videos?
I mean, we could bring, worst case, we can bring whatever we need. I mean, because we have the stuff. Like, let me put it this way: I have a projector, so we can call ahead, and if it's not there, we can just bring the projector and a amplifier or something.
Okay. Cool.
How big is the room?
Which one?
L.A.
L.A. I believe 50.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll be able to rock that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So as far as it being a game, man, part of me,
Or we can just offer it up. The only problem with just kind of offering it up is that there's a lot of the same sketches on there because it's a compilation of a couple shows.
I would like. Third option.
Sure. Yeah.
What if you and I sit down, press record, watch it, pause it, deconstruct stuff, and this is just a 2.5, 3 hour activity for you and me, and then we sell it as a standalone, not so much an album, but bonus, but like a special,
like a Patreon content.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
I love the idea. I would do the idea in a heartbeat. The fatal flaw of that is that it's a plan that we will almost certainly not. It will remain a cool thing that we should do forever. If we do not, effectively, we can't do anything that Bryce is not the operator of.
Correct.
So,
W.
like,
Scott is
either-
one, calls them
the next
Borkin
step
promises.
The next step is I'm dragging all of this file into Dropbox, and I'm sending Bryce a link, at which point it's a bit during the show. That's probably the safest option, to be fully honest. The second is I watch and cut out the clips and upload them to YouTube and send them to Bryce. That's one level of failure, which
Yeah.
will 50%
Already, I'm worried about this.
Yeah. Third is we decide we're going to do a special thing, which involves me and you making a plan, me and you sticking to the plan.
Me and you are going to be in the same place at the same time. It feels like we could press play
On the
and talk.
road?
I mean, in theory, right?
On the road? You're telling me we're gonna do a special thing when we're on the
Between
What-
2 shows in
what-
2 days in 2 cities?
You never know.
I know.
I
we
believe
know.
in miracles.
We know.
Okay.
We know.
unless we are going to record special content where we're fucking both at a bar not talking to each other and you have tissue paper sticking out of your ears. I highly doubt that there's anything that we will do on the road aside from the 2 shows.
Plus, if you guys are going to be stopping and starting the video, it has to be a video element. And we could do an audio thing on the road. We can't do a video thing on the road like
Ipsy
that.
Versus in the chat says, I remember the show running before Bryce, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how it happened.
That reminds me of when Weird Things had a Patreon for like 3 months and didn't charge anybody because no one decided to charge it. No one knew how to charge stuff on Patreon. Yeah.
To be honest, the only way that content happens is if I drag this whole thing in right now. We commit to a short after show and we do it tonight. Like that's the only time in which that would happen for sure is if we either canceled the show and did it instead of the show, or we did it after the show.
How long is the clip?
Oh, there's
It's like
probably
an hour.
there's at least 2 hours worth of.
I
Oh,
would
geez.
very much prefer not to go super late tonight. It was
Sure.
I just got over being sick and
I
and-
caught your sniffles, by the way.
Oh damn it! I'm sorry.
It's fine. I think I'm over it.
So I would also not like to go 3 hours after our 3 hours tonight. But
Well, let's say send.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like whatever we do. And by the way, not do anything and option
on the table. That's on the table.
table. If you guys are like, I'm glad, Justin, that you have a nice little keepsake. Congratulations, you did it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Spider-Bite says.
Offering it as content.
Spider-Bite says the era before Bryce running Night Attack is like Stonehenge. We know it happened, but nobody remembers how.
Just send me that link. Maybe we'll do it later this week. Maybe we'll do it Thursday or Friday. We'll just find a time to do it. I'll.
Your look right now is all that you need to know of the confidence of you getting both Brian and I on any day's notice.
I hope he's checking his calendar and not.
Nope. I'm
Nope.
responding to somebody who wants to spend money.
Okay, I'm going to check the calendar.
Sorry, what is the calendar?
Maybe we
hey, looks like I'm gonna go do the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Hey, fun. When?
Awesome, man.
Do you know when?
Yeah, later. It's gonna be a bank show that'll air over the holiday weekend.
Cool.
So I'm going in early.
Which holiday? Memorial Day?
Whatever the next holiday is.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
what
told there are
holidays
holidays.
I've never.
Some people take them off and
Right.
don't work. It
Turns out they're all on Mondays.
Sounds like
so-
a wonderful thing, whatever that is.
All right, maybe we'll try to do it later this week. I'll email you guys. I'll bug you about it. Otherwise, we'll give it away or something. We'll figure. We will do something with it. I can guarantee we will at least do something with it. How about that?
Yeah. Hey, my daughter's blind, like super blind.
Which one and how much?
Take a guess and take a guess.
Callie and she's super nearsighted.
Justin, lock it in.
I would say.
Hey, we're gambling on how blind which one of our daughters are.
Yeah, and we have to guess the daughter, right?
Yeah, you got to guess the daughter, and you got to guess the subscription. We'll call it that. The
Prescription.
So-
no, the subscription.
I
What
don't really know
magazines can she
prescription.
not read?
Well,
So
Blind
She's
box.
I'm like coming up the stairs with my one glass of wine and Josie and Callie's little teddy bears and everything, and then I hear, "Oh my God, my hair's on fire! Mom, my hair's on fire!" I race up, spilling wine all over teddy bears.
That's
and I'm
always a good
dropping
way, a good
stuff.
move.
I'm like, what the heck? And I bust in on a naked 14-year-old, and then she's like, "There's a spider."
That's not fire. There are laws against that sort of language, young lady.
What?
It's literally
Yell
the one
fire
law
in a
about free
crowded
speech.
bathroom.
You can't-
Is
What?
you can't shout
You
fire.
can't shout fire.
I know. God.
My hair is a spider.
Oh, I thought you were doing Alicia Keys.
Oh
My
no.
hair is on fire.
Yeah. He
Wait,
was trying.
wait. Is that only an Alicia Keys song, or I thought there was like an '80s song, like "This Something's on Fire"
This house is on fire.
Yeah.
in the '80s?
You know, fire is a popular
fire.
topic.
My hair is a spider.
The roof is
Okay.
on fire.
So
We
what,
don't need no
who's
water.
guessed what so far? Who's
Okay, so I
who's
guess
betting?
I guess Callie and super nearsighted.
That's right.
Justin
So
hasn't
you
guessed
know
it.
what? My initial instinct, specifically because Bryce said it, it would be to go Callie with the reasoning. I'm assuming that the other two, you'd have a hint.
You would have tested them by now.
You know, there would be
At some point, they would have said, "I can't see any of that." Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say, here's a little hint for you.
Okay.
If one of them were to, not get around to telling anyone, which of the older
It was
two?
Josie, right?
I've seen Josie wearing glasses already, though.
Ah.
Those are her mom's glasses that apparently make a significant improvement because she has 2100 vision.
Oh, Jesus.
That's super farsighted, right?
No,
Nearsighted.
nearsighted.
Okay.
Yeah.
nearsighted.
Like
Hey,
your dad.
yours-
Last time I found out, I had like 2300 vision, and so still better than her at pretty much everything,
At,
including being blind.
yeah, at my best in my blind side, I'm legally blind, but the best I got after having to patch my good eye and walk around with the
Oh, that was one of the things. Is
Yeah.
like they're like if you don't practice walking around with your blind eye, then if your good eye gets poked out, you're screwed. So
Yeah. And they also-
patched your good eye
Yeah,
and
so
said,
they-
"Run around, kid."
Yeah, they did. And then like I was bruised all the time. I just would run into a door thinking I knew where the door was. But they also wanted to make sure I didn't go like lazy eyed. Like I had to use it or I'd lose
Oh,
it.
otherwise you'll have
I would have a
Mad Eye
dominant.
Bonnie.
I would Mad Eye Bonnie.
Bonnie.
I get that way anyways. But, so and I did have it walk around once when I was in class, but yeah. In fact, my teachers pulled me aside thinking I was abused because I was so bruised up when I was like when I
and
first
of course,
started doing
when she
it.
asks, "How did all this happen?" You give the lamest excuse,
Yeah.
like, "I ran into a door."
I did. I literally-
Fell down some stairs.
They're just like, what did you? And they go, finally, they just said, did your mommy do this to you? And I was just like, and I said, oh, and then I tell them, well, no, I have to put a patch on my good eye because I had to strengthen. And they go, and then they said, I said I had to put a patch over my good eye, and they said, why would you do that? You know, they were just really
they didn't
convinced.
understand. This is all pre-internet.
Yeah. they just thought I was abusive.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so my best I ever got was from 2,800 down to 2,400. So theoretically, if my good eye got poked out, I could see 2,400.
Wow.
Oh, corrected. I'm sorry. With
That's after correction.
After
That's
correction.
as good as it gets.
That's as good as
Got
it get with
Yeah, no,
glasses.
that's pretty blind.
Do you, Justin, are you? Well, I think everyone in this room has some sort of prescription. Are you a eyeglass?
Are you perfect?
person?
What makes you perfect? Why are you perfect?
I am nearsighted, and so when I was driving a lot more, specifically at night, like I'd have a hard time seeing street signs, so I'd have glasses in my car. But other than that, every once in a while I've worn like I got glasses like for that, and so I would wear them every once in a while. But no, I can see well enough. Although I'm not now. I'm the second best seer in my apartment since Ashley got her laser eyes.
Laser vision.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I also have the super nearsighted. I don't know the number. I know it's super high, but my range is like a couple of centimeters in front of my face.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can count if I don't have anything on. I can count hairs in the shower just with my.
Yeah. No, that's the way I am as well. But my fear is, of course, as I dip into my 40s, that I'm going to lose the up close, vision as well. That'll be a bummer.
You'll be good. What are you doing?
I could see. That wasn't an accident.
You do so much stuff like where you'll just take off your glasses, and I never know like how
blind I
how
am?
blind you are without
here,
them.
hold up some number of fingers
Okay.
from over there. We're about, 12 feet away.
Yeah. Okay.
Body's giving me just one finger. I can tell that it's 7, but it's
Yeah.
pretty fuzzy.
Weird.
Yeah.
I've always worn glasses like throughout school, and then I had contacts in middle school on. So I've never like my prescription was never good enough where I could just like go without them.
Yeah.
So that's always like a weird thing that I can't.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Would you consider for even 1 second driving without your glasses?
Oh, I couldn't.
I couldn't
couldn't.
either. I couldn't
I couldn't possibly no. I like.
Whereas Bonnie and Justin, I think both have and do, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do
Like my
very
good
rare
eyes.
Glasses.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Yeah.
Bonnie puts an eye patch over her good eye. We're like, let's roll the dice, kiddos.
No. Oh, God.
Play life on hard mode.
I've only just started getting. I got a new glasses prescription, so I've been wearing the glasses a little bit more when I'm not doing the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to get used to them to kind of have my contacts last a little longer, but also like get used to driving with glasses because I used to get really motion sick with my glasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't leave my apartment really or walk around with them because the distortion on them, they were cheap glasses, so they weren't the high index undistorting stuff.
We've talked about this on the show that back in college, in high school, I used to wear my contact lenses, and these are the hard glass, gas permeable, solid lenses to correct astigmatism.
Yeah.
I would wear them for months at a time without taking them out once.
Oh,
I would
gosh,
sleep in them. I would get up and just go. And
I'm
separately,
sure it's fine, but I've slept in my
I don't know that
contacts.
it was like I was just constantly, with the allergies and all that stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, being in your teenage years, you don't know what you're doing. You're just you're like, everything's fine. You're digging at your eyeballs, tearing them out.
Every time I slept with my contacts in, I've always super regretted it because they dry out and I can't use them immediately because I need time to soak in the multi-purpose stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just not good. Like you'll get an infection in your vision hole.
You can't get an infection in your vision hole.
It's your vision hole.
You have two of them.
That's where the lights come in.
So this has been prescription talk,
Yeah.
everybody.
So wait, hold on. So Josie was she's blind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she go get tested?
She's got today.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
told us 2,400.
Yeah, basically, in
2100.
casual
2100.
conversation,
Okay,
it came up that she couldn't see the clock, and she's like, "What? You guys can see that? Wow, that's amazing." Anyway,
Oh my gosh, what a trooper!
and it's like, "No, kiddo, you should be able to see this too." And Bonnie was like, "Put these on," and she's like, "Oh wow, this is amazing. This is what are these doing?"
Oh my gosh.
I could tell the time now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Although that's a real sign of confidence, right? When she can play that off and
For so
literally
long.
have no other signs of it.
Well, and that's sort of what came
Well,
up
her
is they were
math
talking
grade
about like.
was not great this year.
Because she was explaining like, well, it's just I have to walk up and actually walk right in front of the board to tell what they wrote down.
Oh no!
And then they're like, that's real convenient that you have super good eyes. But anyway,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's tough being a kid. Especially if you have something like that. I hesitate to call it a disability, but to have something like that where you require a prescription and have no baseline for
and
that.
especially because of the 3 kids, Josie is so strong in the social category, right? That she could figure out ways to make it not awkward. To be like, hey, would you mind telling me what that says over there? Okay, thank you so much. That's great. And she can lean on that for a very long time. Whereas Penny would be
all year long.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Whereas
she did.
Penny
Yeah.
would on day 1 say,
I can't say
why
that."
are you writing so fuzzy? Nobody can read that.
Also, she never almost failed math. So
She's like, I'm able to intuit everything you're writing on the board, but it'd be nice if I could see it as well.
kid.
Oh my God, is this what I think it is?
Well, I'm trying to do it, but Winamp's being a butt right now.
But wait,
Well,
what
anyway.
does Winamp have to do with?
Because I'm trying to play my stinger that I have
Oh.
just for this bit.
Yeah,
My copyright infringement stinger.
yeah.
But
Take your time then.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
that's
This is
great.
worth it. Do you know what he's queuing up here, Justin?
I have no idea.
Great.
No.
Okay,
Oh, perfect.
Good. I'm
Let's
sad
see.
that I even have a hint.
I was worried you had seen it like a while ago. Because
I have not.
that's right. We got another video from our boy.
He's still on probation. Still on probation. Not a fan of his homophobia. Not
No.
a fan of his dismissive
Oh, wait a
attitude
minute. I
to
think we
magicians.
watched this on the hype train.
What's that?
I think we watched the new, unless there's yet another one. But this is a pretty.
So this is
get ready for a ride.
there was one more recent than this, but I don't know if that would have been after the hype train. But he's going to tell us about flat earthers and why they have a point.
No, this is what we got.
Why do flat earthers believe and why they have a point?
I swear I thought it was him just then. I swear that I thought that was him talking.
Is that the Earth is not, as is commonly thought, a globe, but rather is flat. Specifics vary between people, but generally it goes like this. The world is a flat disk shape, with the Arctic at the centre. An ice shelf exists at the edge, which stops the seas from spilling over. This is what we know as Antarctica. The underneath of the Earth is not clearly defined, but it is either hanging unsupported or else held in some manner by, for instance, turtles. To explain the sun and its obvious day-night effects, the sun and the moon are the same size. Often they are stated to be only about 32 miles across, and only a few thousand miles above the Earth. Day and night is explained by the sun illuminating part of the Earth as it travels around above the plane of the Earth. Believers find arguments against their beliefs unconvincing. If, for instance, they are shown pictures of the Earth from space, they say they're faked. Landings on the moon never happened. Satellites orbiting the Earth either not there or else actually something else, like balloons. As for ships disappearing over the horizon hull first, they put it down to an optical illusion. The reason they have a point is that there is absolutely no proof that a person can see with his or her own eyes that proves the world is a globe as opposed to being flat. For most, personal evidence is lacking.
Hold on. I know some space dudes that might say otherwise. Like, I watched it. I got all the way out.
They're
and got
just
real
they're
swole
just
and-
paid actors. They're crisis actors, Brian.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
but
George Soros
but
is
he's saying-
paying Buzz
he's saying
Aldrin.
A person, like that is a person. That is.
Not if they're part of the conspiracy here, Brian.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to get across. Is that there's a and really he's not saying that he believes it. He's saying what they believe.
Right. He's saying they have a point because it could possibly be.
Because based on their conspiracy,
Yeah.
there's a
I'm not.
conspiracy
are-
going on.
That's right.
He was on probation to begin with. He's still on probation. He's not helping his case.
You know those people just took a balloon ride. They weren't really in a spaceship, Brian. It's a
Yeah.
balloon ship.
They filmed it.
Zeppelin. It's called a Zeppelin.
I guess you'd still see a big circle, right?
Well,
Like-
yeah, right. Or maybe you would go off to the side and when you see something remotely in the shape of what is depicted in their representation of the Earth as a flat disk, maybe here's a nutty idea. Maybe you'd see the Earth as a fucking flat disk.
I mean,
It would look different though. So yeah, it would look different than their version of the flat disc.
right. It's a different flat disk. It's a coin.
So here's what I think is going on with the flat Earth stuff, and forgive me, Justin, if you've already covered all this. I think there's something very culturally savvy about it, where I don't believe any of them actually believe that the Earth is flat. I think all of them really enjoy watching other people lose their shit when you question their fundamental theses.
You're saying all of these people are trolling.
At some level. I don't think all of them are consciously acknowledging. I mean, some of them are, quote unquote, undecided, I think they're just really enjoying watching other people lose their fucking mind.
Don't tell me about your theses. Scratch some dirt over that.
Took me a second.
Gosh. Really? That's good. That's good, but okay.
I totally think that it's just a conspiracy thing. Like people, like every conspiracy connects. The best thing about conspiracies is that every conspiracy is in like the conspiracy cinematic universe where you can plug them all. Like they can all cross over with each other, like as they want. And flat Earth is just like the best thing about the flat Earth conspiracy is that you can't really get there unless you get the starter kit of like the one world government conspiracy and the like full media complicit
control.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I
84.
think flat Earth is the heroin of social enraging drugs that you could take, right? So it's like you start off listening to Rush
or
Limbaugh.
at the very least, like the Voltron of other different kinds of conspiracies of like that science is a lie, that there is one government, and that they do control the media. And they like, all right, so if all those are true, what could you get away with? Flat Earth. Yeah. It's the perfect crime.
Exactly.
Of course
Yeah.
It's real.
I think everybody participating, like, I don't know if any of them are really engaging their logical cognitive mind on it, but I think all of them truly believe that it feels good to watch everybody else lose their mind when they learn all the spells, the verbal spells that you say. You're like, yeah, no, it's an illusion. It's like, yeah, no, paid off by the government. Yeah, no, it's the Rothschild. Like once you learn all those spells, it becomes fun because you are the empowered person in every conversation because you're
always
like
the
a kung
underdog.
fu ability
Yeah.
to swat away whatever they say, and you get to watch them lose their mind, and you get to feel powerful.
I mean, that is true. I just don't think that that's true here.
Really? You think they're just dumb?
No, I think again that people love conspiracies, man. Like they fucking love them. Like to know that there is more than meets the eye to something. Like that's fascinating. People dig on it, and once you pop, you can't stop.
Can I quick side note?
Okay.
There
Also, that was a very perfect illusion. Thank you, Auteur AM.
there are
The end of the bit. That's how I'm ending this bit.
What is the best way for me to send you a picture?
Gmail.com.
Okay,
Use
so
the service Google Mail.
Okay, then I will send it to Neshcom.
Great.
There's somebody we know
Okay.
who is away. Hold on, I'm gonna type a name in here, and I'm gonna send you a picture that this person just sent me. This person called me. That was the phone call I was getting moments ago.
Oh, okay.
And to double check that we were able to pay for a thing to go to a place.
Oh, sure.
Oh. Tell me David Rowan did not involuntarily ejaculate at how fucking perfect that palette is. Look at that palette, Bonnie.
This is a very R/oddly satisfying
my.
palette
That
of merchandise.
is the David Rowanest palette I've ever seen.
Somebody
it is
put that
exactly,
on Reddit.
It is
That is amazing.
It is exactly $599 to ship to the fulfillment facility, and it is perfect in every way.
It's like the perfect size and weight, I'm guessing.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm sure every bit of
Oh
that
yeah, because I guess it has to fit within
is
the vertical.
absolutely
of the-
maximized.
wow.
Right?
David Rowan.
People are pointing out that the stickers aren't aligned. Yes, and they might be different products,
That's
and
right.
it is there intentionally.
Correct.
The left, right, and middle.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah. In fact, those look like book tests.
'Cause look at-
So I guarantee. In
Oh,
fact,
three
if you
different
zoom
books.
in,
3 different books.
3 different books. 3 different placement of
That's right.
stickers. I'm telling you, man, you cannot defeat him.
Wow. Let me.
Oh yeah, they are different UPCs too.
Yep.
That's amazing. Hey, so that needs to have its own subreddit called palette porn, so everybody can just look
It's
at
already
how
there.
that's.
If you've thought of it, it already exists.
You think so?
Yeah.
All
Here,
right.
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
go
see?
to
Yeah.
How do you? I'm gonna type in palette to Google so I know how to spell it first. Okay. Palette.reddit. Oh no, palletporn.reddit.com. Ready for the TOS violation. Hey, there's something.
Already there. Look at that.
Though
Submit
it's
that. Oh wait, that's color palette.
color palette, art palettes.
Somebody stick that picture in there too, though. People appreciate it.
One
I think
year ago,
palette is Pallet. Like
Google didn't
like-
correct.
like-
Well,
palette,
both are
like a
correct, but
palette
they mean
jack,
different
yeah.
things. Like there's
What?
palette, a color palette, and a physical palette.
I was corrected to PALETTE.
Oh yeah.
Artist
Shipping.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's one L.
Palette, one L.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait,
now-
that's
Yeah,
Oh.
you had 2 L's on that. There you go. So
what? That's wild. Okay.
yeah,
So
PALLET.
palletporn.reddit.com. I'm gonna go away from this screen
Yeah,
first.
we're gonna start our own.
And
Oh,
there
is.
Oh, there is! Brat, brat.
Oh, this is amazing! It is palette porn.
2 years ago. Look at the staining on that one. Ooh.
It's nicely lit.
An off stack.
It's a naughty one. That's a
Sharp
dirty
edges.
palette.
Now,
Oh,
by the
man.
way, I will say,
On a palette. Ooh.
palettes, because they're reused so often, there is every once in a while you get to look at a fresh, a new, young, virile
Supple.
palette, and you're like, look at that stud.
Yeah.
Oh, just sturdy. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh,
No-
perfection.
No breaks, clean cuts.
I know. I like
Not a
those.
splinter on it. This strapping young buck.
Ooh.
I like the ones with the a little bit of character to them, though. Like they've been around the
You like-
block,
you-
know.
you like the
They-
pilfs.
You like mature
Yeah, the pilfs.
Pilfs.
Yeah, that right there, that's a character actor.
Yeah, that
you got
was-
there was a barrel on him for a little while.
See, that's
Got a
interesting.
few cracks. Sure.
It's a storied palette.
That's definitely the Steve Buscemi of palettes.
And then you just had to ruin it for me.
Oh, you don't like Steve Buscemi?
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you
we were
wanted to-
making it weird, and
You wanted to
I
fuck
don't-
the palette, and then I mentioned a specific name, and you're like, ooh,
now you made it awkward.
that's on me.
Wowzers. Okay.
And for the record,
Today
I did
I
not
learned.
want to F the palette. No, it was.
I don't know, a lot of
it
people were thinking it.
TIL.
people were thinking
A
it.
lot of people were thinking, if as soon as you said it, they're like, man, does she want to fuck that palette?
Oh, we've also got someone found who is this? Oppie 1984 found palette storage gone wild. Here we go. Hot palette getting double teamed by 2 jacks. Ooh.
Oh,
A reverse
damn.
palette.
Oh, damn.
Getting big. Ooh, look at
What?
Look how
No,
big.
no. Oh, damn.
Palette City.
That's
Like a
the
pallet
opening
tower.
to Wall-E right there.
This is you climb this in Assassin's Creed Origins.
That's a tremendous waste of palettes.
Yeah.
This palette's going place. Oh, ooh, is it gonna come run over?
Oh,
By
it's
a
on. It's on the.
train.
It's on
Oh,
train.
right.
It's on like a light
Tracks.
rail track. Oh, and he rides it.
Hobo.
Ooh.
The hobo cart.
It's pretty good.
A
Oh
baby
my
palette. Oh, ooh,
goodness.
we can't show that.
You
That's
line.
that's
that's
too young.
too hot for Night Attack.
Young.
Compressed cocaine. Yeah, no. This was we covered this in the Modern Rogue. Pallets made of cocaine.
Oh my goodness.
America, you love cocaine and you love pallets. What if? I'm just saying is all. Too hot for me to say out loud.
Come on, be cool,
I'll
guys.
speculate loudly about it, though. I mean, you know me. I love pallets, and, well, I am an American.
Ooh, Ariana palette.
Okay, last checks before we start the show. You guys good? Need to use bathroom? Use to get a drink?
I think I'm good.
Juice?
Let me try to use the bathroom.
yeah,
Yeah,
go use
you know
the
what?
bath-
I'm going to try to go pee-pee in the
Okay.
potty, too.
All right.
You know what? Let's all just leave and just leave.
Yeah, everybody,
Bryce
get
here
the
for a
fuck
while.
out of here. Get everybody. We'll return the pre-show to its origins. All right, we're about to start the show, everybody. To its origins, because yeah. It's origin story, yeah. Hi, everybody. We're about to start the show. One last time, as we round out the pre-show here. Can you be cool? There you go. NightAttack.tv/tour. Go get your tickets for LA, San Diego. We're going to mention it at the top of the show, and I'm sure we'll talk about it in the show, and I'm sure we'll talk about it in the after show. But please go buy tickets because it would be great if people were there. I think you could do a good live show if literally no people came. But I don't think you could do just like a handful of people. Like I think you could do like a lot of people. I think you could do 0 people, but I don't think you could do it in the middle. You kind of got the unfunny valley there. So everybody, please, one more time, NightAttack.tv/tour, TOUR. Go get your tickets. Very reasonably priced too. So I finish up. Ooh, that's not it. NightAttack.tv/tour. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. The best of the worst of the internet. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be a good time. And we've got a cool new song. Hey, Justin.
So wait. So what should I give these videos to you, or what's the?
Yeah, share that link with me on Dropbox.
That means I have to upload it to Dropbox.
Well, yeah, do that after the show.
The show.
Yeah. I was gonna say. And also, don't forget use the bang S command to submit show titles for the show that you're about to watch. Hey,
Bang
Justin.
S. Bang that S. America. You love the S. Why not bang it?
Coming this summer. Banged in the S by my bang S.
Banged in the S by the letter S. It's a crooked tail.
We got a we got a
pretty
Photoshop.
good.
A good spit technique. It's an appropriate one. I believe that says Chateau de Toit.
Yep.
Oh
It's
Jesus!
2017, so still a little young. But a good.
What?
That was a hell of a spit take.
Yeah, you know, it's a good spit take. No,
It was a good time. Wait, sorry. What are you mumbling about?
My failures.
About what?
What?
What are your failures? Oh, you want to talk about your failures?
You want to drag down the show? Yeah,
Oh.
let's do it.
Never mind. All right, we're done.
Okay, well let's get into the show proper. You okay, Bonnie? You sure? Yeah. Okay.
I think it's great.
It's great. It's great. I'm gonna make this bigger.